Well, that's it. I'm never going back into a town again. I'm just going to live out here in the wilderness off the land. There goes the ranger. There's some rangers out here. But I'm all set up and everything looking good. Yeah. I pulled into Estes yesterday afternoon. Let me tighten this up here a little bit. There we go. And I decided, I'm going to head out to the campsite and see if it's open, if there's any sites open. And I'm glad I did, because I think I got about the choicest campsite in here as far as I'm concerned. They're all kind of good, for different reasons. But, it wasn't, it was a trying experience, but I got set up. And it was part in the dark, which is fine. But let's see. I got here, I selected a site. Well, the first thing I did was I talked to a older couple that were camping in a van, a nice van. And they let me know which sites there was. I wasn't positive on it, but I just went through the turnstile. Well, not turnstile, but the place to get into the park. There's lanes where you talk to somebody, but there was nobody there, and it says you got to have a pass. So I went ahead and paid for it. But it turns out with my senior pass, I can get into any national park for free. So that's a big deal, because that was what was it, $35 or something. So then I went back up there. I thought that was the place to register, to sign up for a site, to register for a site, and turns out it wasn't. You do it down at, there's a small little check-in for this campground. The whole campground here, it's 3 loops, I believe. And you're supposed to scan a QWERTY code and then connect to the government and pay for your site there, but there was no internet there. Luckily, I've got like one bar right here, and I just tried it a few times, but it's capable of bringing in a site. I don't know about browsing the internet. That might be pretty difficult. It might be a little sketchy, but so I went back there to the entrance, and luckily a ranger was pulling through too. And he said, "What are you doing?" Because I was out there in the middle of the lane trying to scan a QWERTY code, and pay for my campsite. He says, "No, you do it back at the campground, at the entrance to the campground." And it's like, oh yeah, oh well, I'll go back there. And he said, if you're having trouble, you can just pay for it in the morning. So I went back to that the entrance to the campground here, and there's no internet. And I thought, good, I'm just going to pay for it in the morning, And so I went back this morning, and I paid for 3 nights, and I seen the same ranger guy. He's a really nice guy. There's a car coming in. He's going pretty fast. You got to be careful in these parks, especially that last one I was in. There's so many kids running around. You never know when one's going to come dodging out from behind a truck or something. But yeah, so I got back and set up, and it's just a little walk from my car, which I'm going to miss having my camp kitchen right at the back of my tent, but I'm just going to cook and do stuff over there. It might not be too bad. A little bit inconvenient, but I'll take you outside and look. I don't think I'm going to put my tarp up. If there was a rain coming, a heavy rain, I probably would. I got it down to where I could probably put it up in a half an hour or something. Oh, that guy's another ranger. No wonder he's going so fast. He can go as fast as he wants. And so I went to town this morning, and yeah, that's where I seen that ranger coming through again, the same one I talked to. But so I got straightened out, and I'm just going to take it day by day. I've got 3 days now, and like on my last day, I'm going to make sure early in the day I get set up for more nights if I want. I've got a pass. Well, I paid for a pass that was for a week, but I didn't have to. I didn't have to use any money to pay for a pass, so I'm good for I'm good for the rest of my life. Yeah, I've seen let's see, elk, and I've seen wild turkeys. In fact, there's one back here drumming or squawking like crazy, and I'm thinking about I'm going to go out there and chase him away. Let him know he can find a different log to do his morning squawking around. But I think it was a turkey. I'm not sure. It had a kind of a weird sound to him. But yeah, and I could show you. Oh, I got downtown Estes map. Two of them. I got a park map here someplace too. Let's see here. Let me put you on the tripod here. So just now I went to town, I bought water, I charged my car to 90%. And it was pretty reasonable. I think it was 54 cents a kilowatt hour, you know, which isn't bad. On average, that's probably about average or so. That's kind of a tippy surface there. I bought water and just a couple food items, and I bought a bundle of wood, and I got back, but it was kind of miserable. The grocery store was hard to shop at. You know, I went to coleslaw, there's none there, you know. The guy's trying to tell me it's right there, and it's like, oh no, it's back here. We haven't put it out yet. 11 o'clock in the day. Yeah. So anyways, well, this is just a map of this campground, and it's just the C loop that's open, and I am 35 right back here by my finger. That's me, 35. Well, it's a nice campground. Let's see what that looks like in the viewfinder here. Yeah, go up a little bit. Yeah. So it was like $4, and I thought, you know, with a shower, or maybe two, and with dishes, that's not going to be enough, 4 gallons. So I got 2 plastic portable water containers, and I decided I'm going to go down to the river here. It's all snow melt. It's probably nice and fresh water for showering and dishes. And I talked to 2 other guys that are pulling in, and they're from Colorado, and they didn't know much about this campground, but I found a way down to the river, and I got their 5-gallon containers. I filled them both up halfway, and even that was a lot of weight to carry up here. I should have drove over there. I think there's a place that could park 1 car over there. Maybe if I need more, but I might be good. Yeah, you can see the water over there. There's 2 of them. You can see one. It's a little on the yellow side, but it just means it's fresh. It's got some natural coloring. Yeah. So, explore the park. The main part of the park, I can show you a map of that later. I don't have one out yet. Just had a big gust of wind here, so I staked out my tent. And according to one person that I talked to on the phone about this campground, you're not supposed to stake anything outside of the tent pad. And, well, 2 rangers that went by me, and they haven't said anything. And I don't know. You know, I camp once in a while at a site that's an archaeological, you know, place where you don't want to be turning over dirt anywhere. You know, it's a site of primitive people in the United States, and so I don't know why they wouldn't want you pounding stakes. I mean, I guess if it gets done a lot every year, it's going to mar up the ground, but if they don't want stakes, they'll have to tell me, because I want my tent to hold up. I might be able to stake it off, give it a little bit more support, and then if I double staked it, it'd be adequate. give it a lot more strength than what it's got right now. And if the wind keeps picking up, I'll double stake it anyways. That's what I ended up doing at the Fort Kearney campground that I was at last time. It's a pretty nice big rock face up there. But there's all a private residence on that hill there. It kind of looks neat at night. It's all lit up. Yeah, so I'm gonna have dinner / supper tonight, and I'm thinking about making well, I'm not positive on it, but maybe hot pastrami sandwiches. So I need to make them. The bread is getting a little bit old, so yeah, it'll be nice. I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, it got down to 20 degrees last night. Let me show you. Right now it's, I think I got my thermostat in the shade still. No, not really, but it's showing 61 outside, 62 in, which is about right. The wind makes it a little bit cooler. But last night, holy buckets. Inside it was colder than outside. So it was 20 outside, 18 inside. And if it hadn't been for the sleepless night before, I might not have got any sleep last night. But actually, I opened up my sleeping bag and it's goose down, really